Well, we're going to do it again. We got a box of quarters here, and it's screaming my name. Now, typically, I've been getting 2 boxes at a time and marrying the hunts until I find enough goodies to make it at least a decent quarter hunt video. But I'm going out on a limb today. We're going to try 1 box and pray it's enough. Hey everybody, it's Rob with RobFindsTreasure, and that's right, I'm doing the impossible. I'm grabbing 1 quarter box this week and hoping I've got some silver in here for a nice, quick video on quarters. Now obviously I'll be checking for all these varieties that I'm looking for in my quarter box, although I very rarely ever find any of the older date varieties. I have scored a few of the more modern ones. That being said, what we're really after is some silver. I've only got 2 silver quarters out of 32 quarter boxes on the year. Now, fortunately, I get to do a live opening on this one because this is the kind of box with the holes on the bottom, and I could tell they were circulated. I did see one little ender through the holes and a couple of discolored ones, but let's go ahead and crack open the top together and see if we can get something silvery as an ender. All right, here we go. Well, that was anticlimactic because there are no silver enders, just like there's typically no silver enders. But I do see a river of no return right here. I do see a 2020 American Samoa right here. I do see a San Antonio Missions. And I even see a Ware Farm. So we've got a pretty good mix of older quarters, 2019s, and 2020s. That means we could have some W's. All right, enough lollygagging. You guys know the routine. We're going to start hunting this right away, and we're going to see if we can get on the board with some varieties, some W's, and Lord willing, some silver. I'll bring you in on my first good find. We are on roll number 8. And so far, I've pulled out 4 Ware Farms and 4 American Samoa quarters. So, my point is, we've got some 2020s in here. I've already seen it. This was a Ware Farm, and as I pulled it and flipped it over, it's my first 2020 W Ware Farms quarter I've ever found. Unbelievable. I don't care that it's dinged up a little bit. I will take it. We've got the beautiful V75 Privy, the W, and I'll happily add this to my collection. That is a great start. Super excited. And there's a lot of newer quarters in here that I'm looking at. A lot of nice 2019 designs as well. No W's for those yet, obviously. But this thing has probably got 20% of 2019s and 2020s in the rolls. Let me get back to the hunt. We're on the board. Can't get mad at that. We're on roll 31. We're continuing to amass a lot of 2020 quarters, both Philadelphia and Denver Mint, Ware Farms, and American Samoa. But I bring you in because I cracked this roll open, and it looks suspicious. I don't think it's going to be U.S. silver. I think it's going to be a foreign, just based on the rim. But I didn't want to expose it and be wrong. Let's take a peek. And it is going to be Canadian. I knew it was going to be Canadian. It can't be silver. It's got to be a Canadian 2007 Canadian quarter. Oh well. Gave me a nice little excitement there. We'll take it. 19 rolls left. Can we get some more W's? Can we find a silver? Can we find a variety? Roll 34, and the box is playing games on me. Look at this. Definitely not going to be U.S. reading. We're going to have another foreign if I can get my hands on it. I barely cracked the roll open, and then I saw it. There it is. A 1990 Cayman Islands quarter. Very cool design. I'll give it that. 2 foreigns 2 close calls, still no silver. Roll 49 in the box is going to give us at least one more find because the second to the last coin is a W. Now there's no privy on it, so it's not a 2020. It's going to be a 2019. Which one is it? It's a War in the Pacific. So we got a 2019 War in the Pacific W and my first 2020 Weir Farms W in the box. That's it so far besides the foreigns. Can we get anything else in that last roll? Well, we got nothing else in that last roll, and because I didn't get silver, you already know I'm going to say it. We're going to do another hunt married with this hunt. I get at least 1 box, maybe 3 boxes of quarters this week. Hopefully I get a 2020 uncirculated for more W's, but I'll take some circulateds in search of silver. The finds of the box, you saw them earlier, the 2 W's, 2020 and 2019. We did get that Canadian quarter as well as this beautiful Cayman Islands quarter. So 2 foreigns in the box. A whole bunch of 2020 Philadelphia and Denver minted American Samoa and Weir Farms quarters. Quite a bit, which is probably why we scored a 2020 W. The nicest coin of the box is this Denver minted Wisconsin State quarter. It's beautiful. No, it's not the DDR. That would have been a lucky find. But I'll keep that one since I don't see a lot of Denver minted beautiful 2004 Wisconsin quarters. And then I will point this out. This is the Homestead quarter, and I've shown this on my channel before, but this is not a snow on the roof. I just thought it was pretty fantastic machine doubling on this quarter. Look at that. It almost looks like it had split serifs. It's not. It's just machine doubling, but it definitely caught my eye for a second, as you can see. Now, I inspected many more of these Homestead quarters, and about 1/4 of them did have some sort of heavy machine doubling like that. And anyway, I just thought it was kind of cool. Figured I'd show it to you guys. Now that we've done the recap of this box, we got to get more boxes. So I'll see you when I have more boxes. Said I'd see you when I have more boxes, and unfortunately I could only grab 1 quarter box this week from my 2-box pickup bank. They said they just didn't have that many in stock, and I could only get 1. Hopefully, this box, which I've already checked and it is circulated, will give us the 1 silver quarter we so desperately need. As it stands right now, I have 2 silver quarters found on the year out of 33 boxes hunted. This is box number 34. Now, again, you just saw the wrap up, and we definitely had some finds in box 1. So if we don't get silver for some reason, it would be nice to grab a few more W's and maybe a variety. Let me get the top flaps torn off, and I'll bring you in on my first good find. Well, you're seeing the end of the box because it's the end of the box and we had no other finds to add. I did pull aside a pretty nice 1965 quarter. Not the best shape, but probably a keeper. A lot more Weir Farms and some Samoa quarters. That's about it. None of those had the W mint mark on them, so they're not going to be anything worth keeping, but I always like to pull them aside to kind of get an idea how many newer design varieties I had in the box. At the end of the day, nothing else really to add to the board worth mentioning, and because it was a skunk box, we'll be back when I get another box or 2, hopefully in the next few days. Well, we're struggling to get quarter boxes. I'm getting them 1 at a time as I can get them, but I do have another one. I've already checked it for circulation. I did so in the car. Didn't record that, but as you can see, as is usual for me, no enders. I already tore the tops off so we can get right into the hunt so we don't delay any longer. I do see a river of no return. I do see a lot of lull enders, so maybe we can score some W's, and maybe we can score some silver. But if none of that happens, I'll always, again, take some varieties. Let me get this hunt started, and I'll bring you in if we get a first find, and pray we don't just fast forward to the end of the box. Roll 44 of box 3, and I was about ready to go ahead and decide whether or not the wrap-up would be completed despite this box not having finds. But we found a W, and it was reverse facing. It is river of no return. I already saw it, but when I flipped it and saw the W, I set it back down and grabbed the camera. So now we have a river of no return W, And that will go nicely with the Weir Farms and the War in the Pacific. So 3 of the possible 7 designs we have found so far. 6 rolls left. We are looking for silver. I still have a bunch of 2020 coins that I've found in here, but yet to find a variety or a silver to make the hunt officially a good one. That being said, let me go ahead and finish up this box, and we'll make a decision whether or not this is the wrap up if there's no more finds, or if we go for one more box and make it 4. Well, that'll do it for box 3. The usual amount of 2020s, like I said, I am keeping a couple of nicer state and territory quarters. And at the end of the day, so far through 3 boxes, we got 3 W's, a Cayman Islands quarter, and a Canadian quarter. And finally, I kept kind of a cool toner 1965. It is not the DDO, but it has some coolness to it, so we'll keep a hold of that one. Because I haven't found silver and because I'm not going to give up, I will not go quietly into the night. I think we'll marry this with one more quarter box, and no matter what happens on the next box, this is going to be the hunt. But will I find silver? We'll see you when I get one more box. Well, it's been 3 weeks since I got my last quarter box that was circulated. And I know this one circulated because when I picked it up, I could see from the holes in the bottom, we do not have brand new uncirculated coins. Now, I've received a couple of uncirculated boxes that I posted videos on, but this box I can finally add to my other 3-box hunt that is 3 weeks ago since I got my last box. So come silver or not, this is the final box of this quarter hunt. I don't know when I'm going to get boxes again, and I've been sitting on the 3-box hunt video so far. So we're going to finish up this one right here, right now. Fingers crossed we find silver. We'll do a live opening, and I'll bring back the finds that I have placed aside to put on the board so we remember where we left off. But before I do that, I figured might as well do a live opening and see if we have anything fancy schmancy on this box. All I care about is some silver or a variety. Heck, at this point, I'll even take some more W's. All right, here we go. I don't see anything that's screaming awesome at me. I do see a 2004 Wisconsin. Always got to check those for the high or low leaf. I see an AMP, but nothing really that great. We're going to kick it off with roll 1, or I guess roll 151 of this 4-box hunt. Holy cow, another skunk box of quarters. But I'm not going to get mad. That box did provide a couple of beauties. Beautiful 1976 Philadelphia minted bicentennial Drummer Boy quarter, and a very nice 1979 Denver minted quarter as well. We only had 2 2020 designs, and they were the American Samoa back quarters, if you will. At the end of the day, I'm going to stop doing these hunts on quarters for this video because there's no reason to add more time if we're not going to add more finds. At the end of the day, we did score in the 4 boxes. A W quarter, Weir Farms. First one, we'll take that. A W quarter from 2019, War in the Pacific. And a W quarter, River of No Return. 3 W's, 4 boxes. That's not bad. We had that odd tone 1965, not the DDO. And then finally, you saw them from the previous hunts, the Canadian quarter and the Cayman Islands quarter. That's it. No silver yet again, but what do? That's coin roll hunting with quarters. Hopefully, despite the lack of silver finds, you still found this video fun. If you did, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. And until next time, everyone, happy hunting, and thanks for watching.